Have you ever wondered what happens when sleep becomes your worst enemy? Welcome to Ward 47, where every patient shares one terrifying trait. They're all afraid to close their eyes. Dr. Danice Rhen first noticed the pattern during her night shift at Metropolitan General Hospital. Patient after patient all admitted for severe insomnia, but their medical records showed nothing physically wrong. No sleep apnea, no restless leg syndrome, nothing that would explain their desperate need to stay awake for days on end. The first patient, Cody, hadn't slept in 6 days when he was brought in. His eyes were bloodshot, hands trembling, but when Dr. Rhen suggested medication to help him rest, he grabbed her wrist with surprising strength. "You don't understand," he whispered. "It's waiting for me in there." By the third week, 12 patients occupied the ward. Each one told the same impossible story. The moment they drifted off, they found themselves in the same place. A dim corridor lined with doors. Behind each door they heard voices calling their names. But these weren't just any voices. They were the voices of people they'd lost, people they'd hurt, people they'd failed. The twist? When patients finally gave in to exhaustion and fell asleep, they didn't just dream about this corridor. Hospital security cameras caught them sleepwalking, gathering in the ward's common area, standing in perfect formation as if responding to some unheard command. Dr. Rhen discovered something even more disturbing in her research. Every patient had experienced a traumatic loss within the past year. A car accident they survived when their passenger didn't. A medical mistake that cost a life. A moment of neglect that led to tragedy. The corridor wasn't random. It was their guilt manifested into something that transcended individual dreams. But here's where it gets truly chilling. Dr. Rhen decided to stay overnight in the ward, determined to document whatever was happening. Around 3 a.m., exhaustion finally overtook her, and she found herself standing in that same corridor. The difference was, she could hear what the patients couldn't. The voices behind the doors weren't angry or vengeful. They were offering forgiveness. When she woke up, she realized the patients weren't being haunted by the dead. They were being visited by the part of themselves that could heal, but their guilt wouldn't let them open those doors. The insomnia wasn't protecting them from nightmares. It was protecting them from facing their own capacity for redemption. The real horror wasn't what waited in their dreams. It was that they'd rather destroy themselves with sleeplessness than accept they deserved peace. Sometimes the most terrifying prison is the one we build from our own unwillingness to forgive ourselves. What door would you be afraid to open?